Morning mate, tying on a band itself. As you would normally, get your line, get your band and thread it through. So it's sat in the middle as it was. All you do then, form it into a loop and just tie a single overhand knot. So you're left with as you would normally. Now the problem is getting that knot tight up against the band. So a little trick from Alan Scott on is to get a glass stem, preferably glass, not carbon or wire. It's a lot more durable than carbon, and wire has a tendency to bend. All you do, push it through the hole, pinch the band and pull tight against the actual pole float itself. Now even at this stage, even though it is quite tight there now, it's still not tight enough against the band as I'd like it. So all you do is grab both sides of the pole stem, both ends of the line, and just pull it tight. Remove that out of the way, give the elastic one last pull, trim off the tag as you normally would, and there you are. That's you left with an elastic against the actual, or not against the actual band, not interfering in any way, shape or form. The next thing to do is obviously tie it onto your hook itself. Like I said before, I like B911s. I've tried different patterns over the years and I've still ended up going back to a 911 pattern, and when these 911X's come out, they're just perfect, in my opinion, for what I need them to do. I don't use anything bigger than the size 14. I use that with 11mm pellets at Messingham on steroid fed fish, and I've never had a problem yet. So I just don't see the point in going any bigger. Once you've tied it on, like I said before to you, it's a case of getting your hair right. Now for me, I do have other lengths, varying lengths, for those days when it is a bit dodgy and you are missing bites, but as a standard setup I have two. I've got my long hair and my short hair. We'll look at the long hair first. Long hair, it's got a 5mm standoff from the end, from the bend of the hook. I use this on things like method feeder, bombs, banjo, pole rigs that are set over depth, if you're hair rigging or banding anything on the hook itself. The reason I have this is because the fish have actually got time to come over the top, pick the bait up and suck the bait in at the same time. When I switch to the one where it's nice and tight against the bend, like I said before, is for methods such as pellet regular fishing or up in the water on the pole, when fish have a tendency to snatch at a bait rather than have the time to actually investigate and suck it in. F1s are quite notorious for this because they've got small mouths too. So that's where my band against the edge of the hook comes into play. Hope this helps, mate, and I'll see you at the weekend.